All right, let's get to it. These videos are always so awkward to start because like no one's here. So like I'm just talking to no one. Like there's absolutely no one here or in front of me. So I just gonna like start and it's awkward. Yeah, so one of the main questions I keep getting asked, and at first I thought it was like kind of a joke when people would ask, and then it just like kind of kept coming up and they're really serious, was how on earth did you get Bobby to propose to you? And like, it's kind of funny to think about because I obviously didn't really do anything to like make him propose to me because just a little bit of advice. If you force your boyfriend to propose to you, it's not really good. It's not a good look. I did that before and it didn't really end well. If they're ready, they'll propose to you. So don't force it. But yeah, so that's one of the main questions that people are asking, legitimately asking, like, okay, I've been with my boyfriend for whatever, 4 years. Like, how did you get him to propose to you? And their serious inquiries got me thinking like, that I should come here and talk about it. I don't know where I was going with that, but so, yeah, so I'm here to answer that. I didn't do anything. People have straight up asked me if I do sexual things for him, which I feel like is pretty inappropriate when I don't know you at all. Tracy, I'm just kidding, that wasn't her name, but multiple people have asked certain really like, I don't even want to repeat some of the things that people have asked me, like, this is why he proposed so quick, because you did X, Y, and Z, and I'm just like, I need to Google some of that stuff. I don't even know what it is. Then never, you should never Google that kind of stuff. So anyways, they've asked me if I threatened him, gave him an ultimatum. What were the other things? Sexual things, ultimatum. There was a couple other ones, but so I'm here to answer that question, but I don't know how to say it in like a not offensive way, because I know there's probably going to be some of you that are with your boyfriends right now that are thinking like, I don't know. So basically, I had to come up with some kind of answer, and the answer that I came up with in my head was just, if you're with your boyfriend and you've been with him for 4 years, 5 years, whatever, and you live with him and you sleep with him, and why would he want to put a ring on it when he's getting everything that a wife gives? And like, I don't mean that in an offensive way, but just kind of like, what would be the point of getting married, or like for him to put a ring on your finger if you're giving him everything that a wife would give him? There's no reason to elevate it or to go to the next level or to commit or anything, because you're doing it already. There's no need to commit. So I mean, for me, obviously, I believe that a ring and marriage is a commitment. And so, and a lot of people think, you got to try it before you buy it, and you got to do all these things before you commit. You got to live with each other before you commit. And there's actually statistics that show if you live together before you get married, the divorce rate is actually higher in those people than it is in not living together. But that's for a whole other video. The commitment needs to be there, like, before all the other things happen. Like, for instance, if I lived here in this apartment right now, and we were not like engaged or, like planning to get married and stuff, like I probably would have punked out a long time ago. Bobby does some weird stuff, and I just think if there was no commitment there, I would just be like, oh, there's got to be something better. There's got to be something more. And that's not really the case, because we're all humans and we're all so weird and we have little quirks, and it's like this person and this person raised completely different, and you're trying to become one. It's going to be messy and crazy, and without the commitment, there's always a way out, and people leave all the time. And so for me, it's just kind of like, so what if he leaves the toilet seat up, or what if he likes the dishes done a certain way, whatever. Without that commitment, I probably would be so annoyed with that stuff and be like, there's definitely a different guy out there that likes the toilet seat down and likes to do dishes. Like, we're just always going to look for that better thing. So the commitment part, I feel like I'm repeating myself, the commitment part is really important to me, to make that before you do all the other things. And so some of the girls that I have talked to that were really inquiring about it, I'm just like, you're living with him and sleeping with him, and why would he want to spend money on a ring? Like, rings are expensive. Why would he want to spend money on a ring and give it to you when you already give him everything? I mean, there's nothing left. So that's my answer to that. And like, I don't mean to be offensive, and I will say that, like, if this does offend you, and I'm being so like, trying to be so sincere here. If this does offend you, you should ask yourself why it offends you, because offense is a choice. It's a hard choice, but you don't have to be offended. And if you are so convicted in your morals and your values and what you believe is true, and if what you're doing right now is right, if you totally believe in what you're doing is right, then what I'm saying right now should not even affect you one bit. If you are so concrete in what you believe in. If you're not concrete in what you believe in, and you're hearing me right now and you're thinking to yourself, there's like a little flutter inside, like, oh my gosh, then you need to ask yourself why. This isn't between me and you. This is between you and God, or you and yourself, or whatever. I'm just simply trying to be like a vessel to get you to think more about it and think more outside the box and think about honoring yourself more and maybe making different decisions to make you happier, and make your life just more full. So if this offends you, then try and figure out why for your own self. Like, you don't need to talk to me about it, but like, just try and figure out why it offends you. I remember like over the last like 10 years or so, like just going out to a bar or something, and it just came up, sex came up or something weird. And I would say like that I was a virgin or something. There are some people that are instantly offended as if I was judging them, and I was simply just making a statement. Like, there's a big difference between stating something, facts, and judgment. Here it is. I'm a virgin, or you've had sex with 5 people yesterday. This is a statement. You had sex with 5 people yesterday, and you're a bad person. That is judgment. They're totally 2 different things. So sometimes I would just state that I was a virgin, or I was waiting, or whatever, and instantly people would be like, oh, well, you think that you're better, and you think blah, 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 and I'm just like, where did that come from? I was just telling you, just like how you told me about your one-night stand last night, I was just telling you that I don't do it. If you thoroughly believe that your one-night stand was amazing and great and the best decision you ever made, there should be no reason that you get offended that I tell you that I'm waiting. There shouldn't be a reason. But since you did get offended, you got to figure out why. Why did you get offended? Were you proud of that? Did you really want to do that? So basically what I'm saying is that if you're in a relationship right now and you're wondering why your boyfriend has not proposed, or why it's not moving the way that you want it to move, ask yourself, why would there be a next step? Why would you need to move forward or whatever if everything's already there, basically? And I said it in like one of my other videos, but if you're in a relationship and you're just not sure like where it's going, and you're not sure if you're valued or loved or whatever, take sex out of it. Completely take sex out of your relationship and see what's left. See what comes to the surface. See how he or she handles the situation. See how committed they are in their heart to you when you take that off the table, because it is great. It's awesome. It's great. It's not a foundational piece of a relationship. It is just the frosting on the cake, on the top, whatever that saying is. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep rambling, but that's basically what I have for now. So we are gonna be answering questions. There's a lot of questions. I have so many screenshots of people's questions that I need to answer, but I'm trying to answer them with Bobby. But weird how our schedules are just not lining up where we're both here at the same time and there's time to make a video. It's insane. This whole wedding planning thing it's for the birds. It's a lot. But yeah, so we are answering those questions. Feel free to reach out to me, ask me anything, and hopefully I can get Bobby in a video here soon. But I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for listening.